Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Rustam, and today I'm going to record a very short video for speech organs. Speech organs or articulators are those organs in human anatomy which are involved in speech production, and they help us in articulating 44 phonemes of English. So as you can see here, this is shown in front of you is a vocal tract. Vocal tract mean air is actually produced by lungs after the production of the lungs, or lungs inside the diaphragm, and they push the air upward into this tract known as trachea. Trachea means windpipe, and then air travels upward, and it goes out into the atmosphere either through mouth, or it goes out into the atmosphere through nasal cavity. So there are two passages through which air is pushed out of the vocal tract. So vocal tract means the tract which starts from lungs, from this area, and it moves and up to lips. So from lips to lungs is known as vocal tract. So inside in this vocal tract we have different organs, such as at the base is the these lungs, which which is a box where air is generated. So outgoing air is involved in English speech production. So after the air from lungs, it is pushed up, and it travels here into this windpipe, and it reaches here. This area is known as voice box. Inside the voice box we have larynx, and outer part is known as Adam apple. Adam apple is a projected part, and but we can't see the larynx. And inside larynx we have two flaps, or thin flaps known as vocal cords, as you can see here. So these vocal cords are stretched apart, stretched across trachea. So what happens, these vocal cords, here is a small flap which is shown here, this one. So they are two vocal cords. One is attached at this place, another is attached on this place. So they stretch across the like this, they across this trachea. So when air comes upward, so it causes a vibration. It causes a vibration, and sometime it passes through these flaps. Like one flap is here, another flap is here. So air passes through them gently. So if it passes through them gently, there is no vibration, so the sound produced is known as voiceless. But if these flaps vibrate while air passes through them, then the sound produced is known as voiced sound. So after coming up, when the air passes through this voice box, it comes into this area. This is known as pharynx. No sounds are produced in pharynx. However, after this, air has two options to get out. Number one is oral cavity or mouth cavity, also known as buccal cavity, and then nasal cavity or nose cavity. So this is known as vocal tract. From lips, this area up to this area is known as vocal tract. Now speech organs. In this vocal tract, first of all we have lips. These two lips, they are very important articulators. Then we have upper teeth and lower teeth. Then this is this area known as alveolar ridge. This is let me clear this one. This part, this is a hard ridge behind the upper teeth, and we can touch it with the help of our tip of our tongue. So alveolar ridge is the hard ridge just behind the upper teeth, and after this we have a hard palate, hard roof of the mouth, and underneath the half roof we have the front part of the tongue. Tongue also has five parts. Here is the tip of the tongue, then blade of the tongue, front of the tongue, and back of the this area, back of the tongue. And particularly this is known as root of the tongue. So five parts: tip of the tongue, blade of the tongue, front part of the tongue, back of the tongue, and root of the tongue. And this front of the tongue is just underneath hard roof of the mouth, which is known as hard palate. And behind the hard palate we have a velum or soft palate. Okay, so now let's describe upper part of the mouth. This is known as upper part of the mouth. Upper part of the mouth has got upper lip, and then upper teeth, alveolar ridge, then a hard palate, then soft palate, and then tip of the soft palate known as uvula. This is known as uvula. So function of uvula is that whenever we produce nasal sounds like this, so it comes down and just touches the back of the tongue and closes the mouth passage. So this is the function of uvula. Here we can see epiglottis covers this trachea. Whenever we are eating food, food is traveling to esophagus or food pipe, and automatically this this epiglottis comes here, and it just covers this windpipe, so that no food can go into our lungs or into windpipe. So this is a function of epiglottis. So here I have already explained larynx. So let me once again explain. So upper articulators are lips, upper lip, teeth, alveolar ridge, hard palate, soft palate, uvula. Now here we come into epiglottis pharynx. Pharynx is an area beyond the back of the tongue. So this area is known as pharynx. This area. No English sound is produced here, but then we come to epiglottis, and then larynx. Larynx mean windpipe. Then esophagus mean food pipe. This is esophagus, and windpipe is also known as trachea. Here is a word trachea. Now inside this area is known as voice box. Outer side is known as Adam apple. Inner side is known as larynx, and in the inside the larynx we have two vocal cords. Vocal cords have three positions: open, close, or vibrating. And speech is produced using all these organs. Thank you very much. In the next video I am going to explain the production of consonant sound.